these kids have lived here their whole life, and their parents went to Arizona State. KJ's parents went to Arizona State, so there's a lot more of that family connection, and that's ultimately what you want to build, I think, at a university where you have the kids at in-state, they grow up wanting to be Sun Devils, and when it comes time to make a decision, it's a no-brainer for them.
We talked at the beginning of the week in San Antonio, but going through the entire week and seeing how KJ did against the best of the best, did that give a new perspective to what he can bring to the table?
Yeah, and he made great plays, and there was times where he got beat, and I think you realize, at this level, everybody out there is the best player at their high school. Everybody out there, is a 3-star, or a 4-star, or higher, and so you just have to stay hungry. You have to continue to work. He had success that showed him, hey, I can play with these guys. But then at the same time, if you're not dialed in every play, and you're not focused, and you don't know your assignment, or you're not in the best shape you can be in, you can get beat because these guys, you're not just a man amongst boys, like you are sometimes in high school. So it was a great experience for him, and I think it only made him hungry to continue to develop.
So Jason, I know when I talked to Max Tabak, he talks versatility. That just keeps up coming again and again.
Yeah.
What is specific do you like about KJ's versatility? I mean, what different roles does he play for Saguaro?
Well, he's got great ball skills. He understands angles. He can play in the third level of the defense and play really well there. I think what makes him special is there's a lot of guys that are really rangy and have great ball skills, but they don't want to come down in the box and hit you. And KJ's a headhunter. He likes that. He's a physical safety. That's I think really his best attribute is his willingness to come down, be a force against the run. He can play man, so you can talk about a guy that can play nickel, field linebacker, come down and lock guys up man to man, or in a zone coverage, be an extra overhang type linebacker and play the run. I think he's a lot like Deion Buchanan from the Cardinals, who was a safety at Washington State, and now he's playing inside linebacker. So KJ's got a really big, long frame. If you look at his dad is a big, tall, thick, solid built guy. KJ may grow into a guy that can kind of transition to that kind of a position like a Deion Buchanan could, because he's not afraid to stick his nose in there. He actually likes that. I think he likes that more than defending passes and covering wide receivers.
I mean, do you think it was a big factor that he had 3 of his teammates committed to ASU since June for him to make his decision today?
Without a doubt. I mean, without a doubt. You got all 3 of those guys are kind of legacies. Corey's parents both went to Arizona State. Kyle Soley grew up going to all the games with his grandpa. Jared Poplawski's grandpa was a Hall of Fame football player at Arizona State. So those guys have been in his ear all year long. But KJ, he had the opportunity to jump in with them all at the same time. He wanted to go through the process. He really liked a lot of the things that he saw at USC. He had a good trip to Cal. Some of the changes there kind of affected them being in it. It really came down to USC and ASU, and he went through the process. He really did. And at the end of the day, obviously being able to stay here, play in front of your family and friends, and then most kids can't say this, but also go there and play with 3 of your other high school teammates made it a pretty special deal, and I think made it a perfect fit for KJ.